Hi, my name is Tari.
I'm Jin.
We came to here in 1992 and built here specially sawmill. And I employ 60 employees. But 2003, because of softwood number dispute with states and economic downturn, so we lost our sawmill and we start to manage maple pole campus ourselves full time.
And at that time, he almost throw his money into the mill. It's about $5 million dollars.
We made about $5 million investment in sawmill.
Yeah, and in the beginning I was busy in raising my 3 children, and I put a lot of time in volunteer work since then until now. Now I am the director of Multicultural Society in Comox Valley, and then 2003 I decided to run this business. That was a move in 2003, but now it's a community. People now trust each other, and people help each other. It's a safe place to live.
Where were you living before Maple Pool?
In the woods, on near the river there. What's it called there?
The Puntledge River?
Puntledge River, across the bridge there in the woods.
And how long were you living there?
About a good year.
Well, I lived at Kai Bay for a while, for about 17 months, and before that I was on the street for 7 months, and before that I was at my mother's for 2 or 3 months.
I was camped out in the bush by the Puntledge River.
Really, eh? And how long were you there?
15 years.
15 years?
Roughly, off and on, yeah.
15 years.
The police bothered me when I was staying by Apple Tree Grocery, and the police came out a few times and told us we had to move, so just pack up your stuff and move, or we'll pack it up. And they actually called the city out and moved a couple of tenters out. I packed mine up and moved it, but they actually moved people out. They took their stuff, threw it in their truck, and threw it.
For one thing, you start drinking a lot because of the depression that you're homeless, and that's the main thing. You start drinking, and it's a hard living. You have to jump from bin to make a living because your welfare check runs out fast, whatever they give you, and because when you're homeless, they don't pay your rent. They just give you enough to live on, but that goes fast for.
Staying dry, finding a place to sleep, because Gary Usher, the bylaw officer here, every time you get comfortable somewhere, he comes and tells you have to move, and packs up your stuff or takes it away. And
Probably the loneliness. Being alone. Yeah, that was probably the hardest thing, being alone.
And how long have you been at Maple Pool, Alan?
Maybe 2 years, I think, or.
How long have you been at Maple Pool?
I'd be there close to about a year now.
How long have you been at Maple Pool?
A little over 3 years.
A little over 3 years? How long have you been here at Maple Pool?
I think it's 3 years last June, I
3
believe.
years June, eh? How long have you been at Maple Pool?
Approximately, I think I'm going on almost 6 years now.
There's a few retired people along this. This is called the Old Timers Row. There's a few people that have been here for over 20 years. Yeah.
I've been here 30 years now.
30 years, eh?
Yeah.
How long have you been living at Maple Pool?
Approximately a year and a half.
There's not so much trouble or stuff like that. Yeah. No more alcohol all around, and no more shenanigans and such like that. Yeah.
I've had no problems here, no. I've made a few problems, but other than that, I think it's okay.
Since I've been here, everything's been pretty good, and I haven't seen no problem around with Jim and Dolly or nothing like that.
It's stable. It's a stable environment. As long as you pay your rent, it's a stable environment.
It's like night and day. Yeah. Being on the street and living day to day. At least here, you know where you stand. I'm on disability, and without that, I'd be in real trouble. So.
Oh, I like it a lot. It's a nice place. It's gotten better over the years.
I just
like
like the privacy.
The privacy. Is it fairly quiet here?
Very quiet, yeah.
Fairly quiet.
What I love about Maple Pool the most, the quietness, the friendship of the landlord and lady. My cat, Freddy, can run around wherever he wants. And it's a good experience. I play some bocce sometime. I relax my mind. And
it's got a communal feeling. You know everybody that's here. I like living in a place that has a feeling of community.
What I like about Maple Pool is it's nice and quiet, away from town, away from traffic.
Well, it's the highlights of living in Maple Pool is it's quiet, it's convenient to town. Yeah, I do a lot of work with volunteer work, and as I'm retired, and I the recreation center's right down here, the river's right down here, and I volunteer at the Alano Club all the time, and with the like I say, with the handicapped in town here every day.
Yeah.
And it's close to my church, and it's just a wonderful place to live. Couldn't think of any other place rather to live. Even got a swimming hole down here.
Well, here you've got Superstore, you've got all your amenities are down here. So yeah, it's quite good. A lot of parks and
doctor, restaurants all around here, and we got recreation right at Lewis Park here, and it's just wonderful.
it's very clean. Everything is clean. There's toilets, there's showers. What else can a man ask for?
How long have you guys been managing Maple Pool exactly?
Since 2003.
Has it changed substantially since you took it over?
Oh yeah.
Minor changes or major changes?
Big change. From, let's say this way, from zoo to paradise. We do care.
Yeah, care.
Yeah. Fairness, like we treat everybody fair. I say to them, I say, I don't judge people because you are rich or poor. I judge people from behave. If you have good behavior, you respect others people, and you don't do nothing badly here. Everybody is equal.
So, care, compassion, and then patient, and patient and patient.
And have you had a good experience with Dolly and Jim since you've been here?
Yeah, I had a good experience. Yeah, they treat me very well. I have no problems with them. I have a nice, beautiful trailer.
Dolly and Jen, they're wonderful people. Yeah, I don't have to cut my lawn.
Well, Dolly's done quite a lot here since the Dutchman was here. As a matter of fact, there's all this here big field down here he's put in. That was a big hole when I came here.
yeah, it's good. Dolly and Jen did a lot of cleanup here because when I first moved here, there was a lot of drug dealers and a lot of alcohol, a lot of alkies, and it was a messy place. But it's cleaned up quite well in the last year. Yeah.
The experience has improved a great deal. Jim and Dolly have cleaned it up quite a bit. When I first moved in, it wasn't as pleasant as it is now, and now it's very park-like. He's putting in a lot of grass, it's green, it's friendlier. He's gotten rid of a lot of the drug users and that kind of thing. It's become a very pleasant place to live.
Keep quiet, stay out of drugs, no drugs around here. And if you drink, moderation, no noise, no complaints. And that's about it. And it's a beautiful place to stay here.
When they first asked me where I'm staying, I told them I'm staying in Maple Pool, and I told them they could put a nice place. It's quiet, it's reasonable and stuff.
Yeah, they brought me food before when I was really in bad shape, and they helped me out a lot.
Well, they put on the barbecues once in a while, and if you're hungry and you need something to eat, they're always there to help you out, and they take care of us pretty good. Yeah.
I think it's a safe environment. It's affordable, safe environment, good neighbors. What else could you ask for?
And how many people would be homeless tomorrow if something ever happened to Maple Pool?
Over 40.
Well, I would say 25 were immediately. will be homeless, and another 15 maybe hang there for a few weeks, couple months. They will be homeless.
And where would you be living today if Maple Pool, without Maple
Where would I be living today? On the streets again, pushing a cart, trying to collect bottles.
Is that right? Eh?
Yeah.
Where do you think today you would go if it wasn't for Maple Pool? Where would be your next?
Oh man, I think I'd probably either be on the street or in a shelter.
The amount of rent you have to pay nowadays for a small little bachelor, I'd be living in the streets.
There's no affordable housing out there from here? No?
None.
Where do you think you'd be living without Maple Pool? Jerry?
Probably back on the street or renting a room somewhere or something. Nothing here for affordable housing. I heard they're going to build a shelter or something, but apparently that's been the kibosh has been put on the shelter, so I don't know what's going on.
I really don't know. I really don't know.
I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue where I would go. No, I'd be lost. Look for affordable rent, for one thing. It goes from anywhere from $450, whatever the rent is here. I pay a little more, but it jumps from there to $700. The poor just cannot afford it. They don't have $700. It's not that they can't afford it. It's not as if they don't want to pay it. They don't have it. Strictly don't have it. And so that's a big appeal, is that I can't afford to live here.
What do I think of the thought of the city?
Closing Maple Pool after...
What I think of the city is not very much.
No.
As far as I'm concerned with the city, they can go fly a kite. Well, if I was going to go anywhere, it'd be across the road.
Yeah.
That's about the only place I can see where I'm going.